What's going on, everybody? Todd here, joined once again by DorkyRae.
Hello.
And Thrabalen of Thrabalen Gaming. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
It's been an interesting week, to say the least. But we got a lot of things to do. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the new look of Pod Errors. I wanted to distinguish the shows a little bit better by doing new logos. If you're watching this on the Twitch page, you'll notice that like there's new panels. Like half of them are done. I still have as of this moment, I still have the Brothering Around one to do. Still have the Audible one to do. I still have the Facebook one to do. And then after that, there's the Coming Soon, which if you guys do go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/precipicepodcast, you know that I've teased a little bit that we have some news coming this week. And, well, you're just going to have to listen to the whole show because we might talk about it. Who knows? Yep, I'm being that asshole. Might be on this show, might be on Gimmick Bag. Who knows?
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's a shitty way to get people to listen to both shows, you know?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So, I mean, there's that. But nah, in all seriousness, we do have an announcement coming this week from the Precipice Podcast Network, so that's going to be really cool. It does affect both Pod Errors and Gimmick Bag, so there's that. And it'll give you guys a cool way to be rewarded for stuff. So...
And if you're listening, you can actually find out, you can be the first to know who's the person getting fired from the pod.
I mean, hashtag blame Todd.
Oh.
3 silvers and a blue. What can I say? It's kind of become my little catchphrase now in streams. 3 silvers and a blue.
3 silvers and a blue?
Yeah. So I been playing Overwatch, right? And
okay.
Not this weekend, not the weekend of today's the 15th. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Okay.
Well, next week there's the Overwatch anniversary event, which is going to be cool. And I'm looking forward to that because apparently the boxes are going to have all the loot from all previous events available in it. So I'm excited about that because there's certain ones that I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing at the time that now I'll have access to possibly get. So yay to that. But that weekend, apparently they're doing a free weekend as well.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be doing a free weekend on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a great time. But yeah, I mean, it's just the whole 3 silvers and a blue thing came about because I started doing the whole Babe Ruth thing. I started calling my shots, you know?
Okay.
And I would get the loot box, and I'm like, all right, this one's probably going to have 3 silvers and a blue in it, which is the absolute worst loot you can get in the game. That is the worst pull you can get out of a loot box.
So, of course, it's the most common.
Exactly. So I just go... So I go 3 silvers and a blue, and I hit the button, and lo and behold, 3 silvers and a blue, and it just kept on happening. So
nice.
It was one of those things, and now Sanea, when she plays, and she opens a loot box and has 3 silvers and a blue, she goes, God damn it, Todd.
There we go. Okay, makes sense.
So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it's just the whole situation of 3 silvers and a blue. My philosophy is if you expect the worst, you can't be disappointed. So
Fair.
I mean, it's like playing GTA.
Yeah.
It is very much like playing GTA, and in the sense of if you expect to, I just caught a spelling error. That is now fixed. if you expect to be decimated when you have to do shit in a public lobby, you're not going to be disappointed when you get decimated doing shit in a public lobby. So
Right.
yeah. So
Or when you expect to be decimated in a public lobby, when you get decimated in a public lobby, you're not upset. And then when the person that decimated you happens to send you an invite to join their crew, you're pleasantly surprised.
yeah.
That was interesting.
That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because Ballin and I had that happen. That was was kind of fun, actually.
That's actually rather amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rare moment.
Yeah.
So this past week, GTA, they had the big event, I'll say, where
Big, yes.
where your first login for the week between that Tuesday
So
and this past
yeah.
Monday, you got 250K, and then
And
every
150K, yeah.
login after that, every daily login
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that,
Or else I would have gotten a lot of money for
Yeah.
just every login, because I can log in and out like a champ.
yeah, you would get an extra 150K. Now that those funds wouldn't be available to you until earliest today. So,
Right.
I didn't log in today, but I logged in. I think I may have missed one login last week.
Yeah, I only
mean,
did
I
the
got
one
all of
login.
I got all of them on my multiple accounts.
So
I was bad.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't. I'm not even gonna say I couldn't pull it off. I could. The problem was like last week I had a lot of problems with insomnia. You know.
Yep.
So days were blending together for me. So I don't know if I logged in one day, like if it counted as one day, and I logged in twice one day, or I logged in 2 different days. So I wasn't sure.
Good rule of thumb is just log in at the same time every day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would try to do that, which would be like one of the first things I would do when I woke up. But with the insomnia, I was just like, oh, I can't think of anything to do. Like, let me log in the GTA. And it's like, does this count as yesterday or does it count as today? Because there was there was one time where I logged in and it was, I think like 2 a.m. I think that counts as the next day?
Yeah, 1 a.m. is 1 a.m. Eastern. Is when
Okay, so then I should be in good shape then on that.
judging by that's when the daily objectives roll over.
Fair. But yeah, I mean, so we've all been kind of doing our little thing in GTA. I really haven't done much in GTA. I've just been doing the login. I did kind of play a bit with Sanea on stream, which was fun. What we did was we just fucked around with the special vehicle races a little bit and cursed about how horrible they are.
Oh god, they are. They are. The deluxe ones obviously are the best. The Stromberg ones are good right until you hit the water.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, it's a gondola ride at Disney World now.
Yep. Yep. So I mean, we did one Deluxo, we did one Stromberg.
Yeah.
And
the thruster race is garbage.
Well, I mean, thruster race is always garbage, but
thruster is garbage.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and that was fun, and we just complain like the problem with the Deluxo is people go into it in the sense of like, oh well, it's a flying car, so I have to maneuver it like an airplane.
No, it doesn't fly. You drive it through the air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the thing is, the mindset of like players that have played for so long, they're like, well, if it flies, you have to maneuver it this way.
No,
you know, and that's not
that's
the
the
case.
mistake most people make.
Yeah,
it's not a helicopter. It's not a plane. It is a car that drives up and down imaginary hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
I did purchase a new motorcycle though. I got myself a Chimera, the trike. Sanea had one, and I kind of rode that around for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm really liking this. Plus, being able to do a wheelie where you're completely vertical is amazing. Like, you're balancing on the back 2 tires, and the thing's up in the air. It's great. It hates curbs. Curbs are miserable for it. But yeah, I mean, that's the extent of what I've done in GTA. Like as I said, I really haven't done much. I ran some solo contact missions. I
did a lot of those.
Well, I mean, I would if I had been around a bit more and not working on a bunch of other stuff, I probably would have gotten in on a lot more contact races. Contact missions.
Man, that's you all there. You are the hardest working man in show business.
It's funny though. It really is. It's because I mean this shit keeps me sane. Let's be honest. So I mean there's that, and you know, it makes me kind of forget about shit that's been going on in my life. So there's that. But I mean, I also did some Overwatch, which I didn't do as much, but it was fun. Once again, big ups to Sanea, because I was playing. She asked if she could join, because would you be interested in doing a dual stream on it? I'm like, yeah, sure. So she joined in, and it was me, Sanea, and Trauma playing.
Oh.
And and Trauma was just being so fucking salty. It was great. Because that's Trauma for you. For any listeners that don't know who Trauma is my sister. You know, I mean, she doesn't get a chance to do a lot of. She tried to stream for a while, and then that like got pushed onto the back burner because of work and whatnot. But you know, just being able to kind of spend time and sort of hang out with her was really fun. So,
nice.
It was really cool. But I mean, other than that, I've done some Darkest Dungeon. I mean, I've haven't played a lot of stuff. I've been mostly watching Hell's Kitchen, like rewatching the series. Like I'm like halfway through season 3, because I picked up the series like later on when I started doing my rewatch, and I'm just
I've never
like
seen Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
You know else has never seen Hell's Kitchen? Daredevil.
Yup. Yup. I saw that one coming. He didn't.
Sorry, go on, so I could not resist that one. Go on.
But yeah, I mean, so I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen. You know, I've started off with like I think season 8 or 9, because I was just like, oh, I remember this season. The season was really good. And then I think like Friday or Saturday, I got in my mind, I'm like, you know, let me just start from the fucking beginning. And I started episode 1, season 1, and I'm just kind of motoring through it, and it's pretty fun. Like I love these cooking shows, I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not.
I agree.
And I'm not saying it from the sense of you got Gordon Ramsay losing his shit on people, but I mean these people arguably are trying to win a restaurant. And if they can't perform properly and like be able to push out, not only push out the food, but push it out with quality, they deserve to get fucking yelled at.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any working in a restaurant experience.
I do.
So if somebody fucks up, is it just like, you tried?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I'm going to pitch a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my idea for a reality show. You have a bunch of people trying to make meals, and basically this is a whole like season-long thing. Let's say there's 13 episodes. You got 14 people. At the end of each and every episode, the person is eliminated, because the theme of this one is basically it's a kitchen that's the front for the mob. It's called Mafia Kitchen. The idea is someone is shot in the back of the head at the end of every episode until you're down to the last 2.
Can I be first? But no, so one of my favorite cooking shows is actually Cutthroat Kitchen.
I love Cutthroat Kitchen.
So my favorite thing about Cutthroat Kitchen is they bring in chefs and make them think like cooks.
Yeah.
Because the difference between a chef and a cook is the chef is the one that sits there and comes up with these like super extravagant like recipes that they're gonna send out to the people or whatever. And the cooks are the ones that have to make it happen when the chef forgets to order such and such a, enough of, whatever ingredient. And so they have to sit there and be like, oh, guess what? We don't have enough, chef forgot to order milk. We got to make macaroni and cheese. Guess I'm figuring this out. It's like, and you see the chefs, they're like, it's a macaroni and cheese dish, and they look in their basket and they forgot the milk. And you have to sit there and you go, what now? And I love Cutthroat Kitchen. Love that show. Because I just sit there and I go, welcome to my life for 3 years.
And you look at it from that standpoint of like, oh, well, they forgot the milk. What about the times when they have the milk and then somebody purchases the sabotage
and it gets taken away from
where it's just like, we're gonna have an auction where whoever wins gets to take away all of their opponents' milk or all your opponents' milk and one of your opponents all their cheese products.
Yep.
And they will have to, and they have to substitute with, and it's just like, like powdered milk. Powdered milk on that, and then maybe the canned spray cheese. That's what you have to use.
Cream cheese.
You could work it with cream cheese though.
Mm-hmm.
Cream? I don't think so. I don't think that would come out good. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, you can find ways.
Yeah.
You can find ways.
See, and that's the thing. It's like, it's just, there's shit like that, but then also the sabotages of oh hey, you now have to wear a poncho with all your utensils tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
You could only use what's on your poncho, and it's
the one that I really love. I love the one where they have to make their utensils out of aluminum foil. So they get all their fancy knives taken away from them, and they're given a roll of aluminum foil, and so they have to make, they have to use the aluminum foil to cut their, cut whatever and all that stuff. But I also really love when they have to basically wear a spreader bar on their arms.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
That's so great. Oh,
there's a lot of great sabotages on that show.
I just love that show so much.
I'm trying to think of what was it? Another one I like is when their prep station is replaced with where they have to build their own using either plastic wrap or a quilt.
Mm-hmm.
That when that happens, it's just that's great. Or you've just or they lose all their ingredients and now they have to bob for apples or some shit, or
to get them back
to get a certain amount of ingredients, and it's oh, it's fucking terrific. The vending machine's another good one too.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one.
He brings out a vending machine and gives them a bag of coins and says, well, since this is your sabotage, you lose all your ingredients. You can only use the ingredients that are in the vending machine. And it's you're looking at it and you're like, okay, well, there's prosciutto in there and there's this, but some of the ingredients
You've only
they
got
want.
So many coins.
Well, it's not only just that, but some of the ingredients are back behind shit they don't want. So
it's a fucking mobile game.
And
that's what I'm hearing.
and the coins themselves, some of them are foreign currency, so the machine doesn't take them.
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
That's so mean.
It is beautiful. I love it. I love it so much.
I'm trying to find. I think I had on Tumblr a post that summed it up perfectly in my liked posts. My exact feelings about Cutthroat Kitchen.
But yeah, Cutthroat Kitchen in itself is such an amazing
it really
program.
It really is.
I know we've talked about it before, and Ballin's been just like, that is like the worst kind of hell you could put somebody through. You have to make cheesecake. You don't have any cream cheese. You don't have any of this. You don't have any of that. You don't have any graham crackers. None of that. You
Instead of cream cheese, you have garlic cheddar. Extra sharp.
It's terrific. It's
okay. Here we go.
All right.
It says Cutthroat Kitchen is really funny to me because like it shows how detached some of these chefs are. Like these people are executive chefs. Their task is usually regulated more to creating the idea of a dish, and it's the job of the sous chef to decide how it's to be done. The job of the cooks to actually do the prep and go around all the various issues with the help of the sous chef if they choose to bother him, and to cook the dish. And then the chefs decide if anything needs to happen to the final dish to make it presentable. So basically, these people have worked their way up the ranks until their job in the kitchen is ordering, hiring, and menu design. The reason chefs wear white is because they don't do a lot of cooking. So as a cook, watching them struggle with missing ingredients and the wrong tools is hilarious. Like pancakes without eggs? So what? Using only a paring knife? Psh, okay. Gotta use overcooked rice? Boy, I did that yesterday and they loved it. And the judge attitude is excellent. The customer doesn't see what happens in the kitchen. They see what you put on the plate. Your struggle doesn't matter to them. They don't care that all your eggs went bad, or that you had to hand-crushed wheat toast for your breadcrumbs, or that chef didn't order enough mustard. They care that the meatloaf on their plate tastes like they paid $20 for it. Honestly, nobody ever gives cooks enough credit.
That's very accurate. Yeah. That is like super accurate.
No one gives anyone in the service businesses enough credit.
True facts.
Service and retail. They're the backbone of society. And
very true facts. Very, very true facts.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just... So, I mean, like, typically, like, before I went on this whole Hell's Kitchen binge, whenever I eat, I put on a cooking show. So it's either... Well, now it's like... Now I'm just watching Hell's Kitchen, so it's that. But before that, I was watching just Cutthroat Kitchen and going through the seasons of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's fucking good. It is terrific. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ray, what have you been up to?
Well, I did a living history thing on Friday for, I think we had about 700 or 800 fourth graders. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. I did a felting demonstration for the kids.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think I ended up having about 230 kids come to my station because they are assigned which stations they go to based on their class. So yeah, I did that. I've been working a lot because it's pool season.
Yeah.
And right now it's just me and the manager pretty much because all the other employees are high school students and college students and still in school. So we've been running ragged. So that's been fun.
I can imagine.
But hopefully they can start working. I think next week is when they're really going to be able to start working, so it can kind of slow down and I can start paying attention to other fun stuff. Get back to sewing and stuff.
But then they're going to need Memorial Day off, so.
Nobody. We get Memorial Day is pool business. Memorial Day weekend is pool business. Christmas or Black Friday. Mm-hmm. Black Friday is the more accurate statement. So yeah, no. You can have like one day of Memorial Day weekend off. So.
I mean, I can expect. Just based on working retail for as long as I have, when it comes to Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, those specifically, you'll hire these high schoolers or, these late teens in, and then that comes up and they're just like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to work that. And you're just like, well, I'm sorry, but you're the newest one here, and we put you on the schedule. So,
Yeah.
we give the days off to those people that request it based on seniority. So,
Yeah. The manager has already told them they're not getting Memorial Day weekend off. Like upon hire, yeah, no, you don't get Memorial Day weekend off. Nice try.
Mom, bro, I need it off.
Yep. Nope. Everybody gets 1 day of Memorial Day weekend off, and it gets staggered out based on. So, like, I think I get Friday off, and then I work. No. Yes. I get Friday off, and then I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then I think the manager gets Monday off, works Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then everyone else gets staggered throughout, those days.
Yeah.
As well. So
see, I mean, for me, and this is just based on my work ethic and everything like that, I would very much be like, hey, you need me to work all Memorial Day weekend? Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I'm also house sitting during Memorial Day weekend, and I'm house sitting an hour away from work.
Well, and that's fair.
So I'm kind of like
well, and I mean, in that case, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But I know for me personally, I would be like when I worked in sales, selling like garden equipment. I mean, very much like what you're saying, where Memorial Day weekend's like your Black Friday. That's how it was for garden equipment. And and I would make sure I was there that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I would basically make my month just on those 5 days.
Yeah. But no, my manager actually won't let everyone work all 4 days. She makes sure that everyone has 1 day off during the weekend because she's very much one of those don't let anyone burn out type person.
Yeah.
Like for a while, my first year working there, I worked both there and the restaurant job. And I would offer to work basically where between the two jobs, I would have had no days off.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, you're taking a day off. She's like, I'm not scheduling you. She's like, you can show up, but I'm sending you straight home. She's like, I will give you no work to do. She's like, if you show up here, you're going to stand around and you're not going to do anything. I'm not going to give you anything to do.
And you're just like, well, I'm still going to punch in, which means I am going to get paid. So,
well, no, I was like, whatever. I don't know. I'm a little more. If I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to get paid for it. And
yeah,
it's like if she's not going to give me anything to do, then I'm just going to stay at home and do like my art stuff or something.
Well, I mean, to see. And I mean, that's kind of the situation. I kind of the situation, like the way I look at it, where I just miss working.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing.
Oh, understandable. Yeah. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's one of the reasons why, like, Ballin said it earlier, like the hardest working man in show business.
Oh, yeah.
I got to keep myself busy. I need to be doing something, and that's really what it comes down to, or else it's just like, I will legitimately stay in bed all day and just be like, no, fuck this. Nope, not doing, nope. I mean, that's why I'm quote unquote Toddy podcast, doing my 3 podcasts a week. It's just a thing. It's like, it keeps me busy. Doing redesigns keeps me busy. I mean, doing Twitch streams keeps me busy. Even the thing that I'm currently setting up, which we're teasing the shit out of right now. I mean, I've been working on that for over a week now. So
right.
I mean, it's almost at the point where I'm ready to say, okay, let's just let it out and let it do its thing. But it's still got to bake for a little bit.
Right.
It's think of it like a restaurant. You wouldn't serve a half baked pie to patrons, would you?
No.
No, of course not. So why would you do the same with something else you're working on towards a community? Be like,
Right.
So
Right.
I mean, that's very much the big thing, and I kind of wanted to. And I know I've been sharing all this stuff with you guys because I mean with you, Ballin, and Maury, and you guys have actually been very pleased with what I've been doing. So it's
Oh yeah,
actually kind
absolutely.
of like I wanted to keep elements like the pot errors logo, which, by the way, if you guys are looking at, yes, it is a riff on the Marvel Studios logo.
Oh.
Really? I'm sorry, just
Oh.
Todd dies inside +2.
no, I'm laughing at the fact that Ray didn't pick up on it. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me. We should know by now. Ray is pretty oblivious.
Fair. There's moments. But
Ray
yeah,
also
I
goes to
mean,
see a lot of MCU films.
yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about it, so I figured, you know what? Do a Marvel Studios-esque logo. Try to match the font as best as I could.
Yeah, the bars above and below give it away.
Yeah, it does.
With the errors.
I'm just.
Plus, people can't confuse it for poo errors.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's also a thing. Because I know that's been something since we started doing this show. The logo we had, while we were happy with it, it could have been better. It could have been easier to read. I think this is very easy to read now.
Unfortunately, this was the logo that made me realize it looked like poo errors. The purple on gold and a smaller size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks like an O.
In the shirts. Just in the shirt.
Yeah. Dude, you got poo in your shirt. No. Just I'm sorry.
On the old shirts?
No.
The
this
new
one.
ones. I
When
love
you
the
shared the
look of
shirt.
them, but yeah. The D, it's just like the way that purple looks against that gold in a smaller size. In person, it is absolutely not going to look like that.
No, absolutely not.
Right. No, just the small
preview.
Yeah.
preview picture.
Yeah, the little preview picture, but of course you can kind of zoom in that logo so you can kind of get a better view of it. I wanted to do the purple background on that, just specifically so, because I have a feeling that would be the color most people would go with.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get black and some other colors, but I mean, it really pops with that purple.
Yep. As all things do.
Which you can purchase at shop.spreadshirt.com/precipicepodcast. Those shirts are $19.99 US. And actually, at time of this recording, for the next 6 days, save 15% off with promo code FAB15. And that is 15% off your order. So you can get one of the cool Pod Errors shirts. You can get one of the tank tops. Summer's right around the corner. Some areas of the country, summer's already been here for like 2.5 months.
In some areas of the country, it went straight from winter into summer in the course of a week and a half.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And the pool season shows it.
We got 2 good days of spring here.
I did not.
They weren't consecutive, but
fair enough.
But I mean, like, just looking at the new Pod Errors merch, you can get yourself tote bags. The tote bag does have the Pod Errors logo on one side, and then the Pod Errors Precipice Podcast Network wreath on the other side, which is pretty cool. You can get the what is it? I forget what the fuck they call it. The
tank doesn't have it in purple?
No, it doesn't.
Well,
never mind.
Yeah, I mean, the logo looks good on white. It looks good on black. I mean, I really wish there was a purple.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only purples there are is the women's and unisex t-shirt and I believe the women's hoodie has it in purple. Yeah.
About a men's hoodie?
Men's hoodie? No, you can go fuck right off. That ain't a thing they're doing.
Okay. Little minor rant here. When the hell did it get assumed that purple was a woman's color? Purple is the color of royalty. Hence the term royal purple.
Yep.
Kings wore purple. The LA Kings wear purple.
Fair. But yeah, I mean, some of the cool things you guys can get are, we do have the new Pod Era mugs available. The tote bag, the sweatshirt bag, the hoodies, the long sleeve tees, the tank tops, the regular tees, the doggo bandanas, because that's the thing. And with summer right around the corner, yes, the tank tops are great for this kind of weather. But are you going to be out there grilling? Are you going to be out there in their backyard warming up that grill, cooking up whatever you're cooking based on your dietary needs? Get yourself a Pod Era's apron. Keep all your utensils right in the front. Those are available. I've thought of almost everything. Almost. There's a couple things I wanted to do, but they're just like, yeah, we don't offer those products anymore. And I'm like, well, shit. So... But yeah, so needless to say, we got new Pod Errors merch, which is good. I mean, it's the first new Pod Errors merch since we launched the show. So,
yep,
because we had the slanted spray paint one.
Yeah.
For a good bit. We have mugs. I went back through and I did mugs on all of them now, so that's kind of cool. Well, except for I think the minimalist, purple and gold, because there's no purple mug. Welp, G fucking G. But everything else has mugs now. You can get that. Some of them have the aprons. You can get It's really cool, really awesome. Part of the big redesign of the network and the network's merch. So yeah, yay. So Bone, what have you been up to?
Well, gaming wise, been playing a lot of GTA this week because of the major event.
You mean last week, not this week, because there's not shit going on this week.
No, this week sucked ass. No, I'm talking about the previous week because it's the week we're discussing. I have a new account. These things happen. Almost have a Deluxo there. Also been playing quite a bit of BattleTech. Because that's still a hell of a lot of fun. Turn-based content, awesomeness.
Nice.
Played a little bit of MechWarrior Online, by that I mean like a handful of matches, but I'm slowly easing back into it. And that's really all I've been up to in terms of gaming.
Nice.
And nothing productive because that's the way my life is.
Fair. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So considering this is part 2 of last week's episode, we still have more Infinity War to talk about.
Yeah.
We still have a lot more Infinity War to talk about. And, I mean, I mentioned it at the end of last week's episode, how I felt that Thanos wasn't the villain of the movie. Star-Lord was.
Okay. Yeah.
So Thanos is doing his thing because he feels justified in his way. Which is...
Thanos is doing his thing because he's a typical genocidal maniac who, like all genocidal people, pretty much finds a way to justify it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. He feels justified in what he's doing.
No, he has found justification. He doesn't necessarily feel justified.
Yeah.
He has found a way to justify.
Yes.
Fair. Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
But, I mean, all in all, yeah, you got the Avengers and all the other stuff, and they're all kind of set pieces. The Guardians are all set pieces, right? Thanos is hands down the lead of the film. I mean, he's the most important character of the movie. I mean, hence why I've referred to it as Thanos' quest.
Mm-hmm.
And Star-Lord is the one that fucks it up for everybody. When they're trying to they almost have the gauntlet off him. Almost. And then Star-Lord has to fuck it up. Because he knows better than everybody else. If it wasn't for him, not letting them do what they needed to do, shit could have gone a way different way.
That doesn't make him the villain, though.
He did it for a self-serving purpose. Much like Thanos is, in a respect.
Intent is a large part of it, though.
Yeah.
And he didn't have evil intent like Thanos did when he did it. Thanos went in and said, I'm going to kill trillions of people. Star-Lord said, I'm going to try and save some people.
Really? Because I read it as, I'm going to save the hot chick that I've been trying to bang since the first movie. That's the way I saw it.
I saw him trying to save Drax. I don't recall him trying to bang Drax.
I mean, even if he did try to bang Drax wouldn't notice. Because he's just oblivious to it.
My point is, he was trying to save the people he cared about in general. Not just Gamora, although it focused on Gamora, but it wasn't just her.
And I mean, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. But I do feel that Star-Lord fucked it up for everybody.
Oh, agreed. If anything, it does show that he's not the leader he should be. And this movie actually could be what makes him into the leader he should be.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, he just needs to settle down with Kitty Pryde. That's all he needs to do.
She has a problem. She chases after every Peter she can find.
Oh.
Well, in the Ultimate Universe, Peter Parker, Peter Rasputin, Peter Quill, she just loves all the Peters, man.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
That moment when you can't tell if Ray doesn't get it or if Ray's just trying to ignore it. Okay, that second one.
So, but yeah, I mean, we may have touched on this last episode. We do know for a fact that, at the very least, Spider-Man, the Guardians, and Black Panther are coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man and Black Panther, especially because you don't kill your cash cows.
And Guardians.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fun thing about a super team is you could just go with a whole new team if you really wanted to.
You can.
Guardians has done that. Hell, Guardians did that.
You
Peter
can.
Quill was not the original leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, of course not.
That'd be fantastic.
But you can, based on what's been said pre-Infinity War.
Oh, yeah.
Based on what's been said pre-Infinity War, because James Gunn said some shit, and this is back before they even started filming Infinity War. Guardians 3 is going to be the last time you see this incarnation of the team.
Yep. I would like to see an old school Guardians of the Galaxy show up.
I mean, didn't we technically see old school Guardians at the end of Volume 2?
No, I'm talking about Vance Astrovik with the shield and everything.
Mm.
That incarnation.
Yeah.
they didn't homage. They didn't really have the Guardians.
Well, I mean, they had them as Ravagers, so I mean, there's that. But I mean, I would like to see. I would like to see that being a thing, you know. Getting an a quote unquote newer team, but they're the older members, you know. I would like to see, for some reason, you know, the Gauntlet resurrects people like Yondu, because I would love to see Yondu back.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, he was one of the best parts of the Guardians films, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Michael Rooker's just really.
Oh, he chewed scenery, but he just absolutely owned that role.
Yeah, I mean, he does that with most roles he plays, though.
Yeah.
Where he just, I mean, you don't see him as Michael Rooker. You see him as the character.
Exactly.
It makes conventions confusing, because you go up to him and you go, Mr. Yondu, and he goes, my name's Michael Rooker, son. You're like, well, that's a thing. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those situations where getting rid of Rooker was a bad move, in my opinion. It showed the gravity of certain things. I would have loved to see him in Infinity War, but
yeah.
But yeah,
you might just see, as a member of the Guardians coming up, you might see Nova.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I mean, I want him in his own film first.
Yeah, fair. Which we're getting a Nova film, which is awesome.
Richard Rider film, if they know what's good for them.
If they know what's good for them. Oh, Jesus. I mean, we're also getting the Eternals, which is
odd.
Yes.
Odd. Let's face it. I mean, even though Cersei was an Avenger, the Eternals were never on the 616's main radar.
Fair. I mean, I think of it very much along the lines of, like, Guardians.
Yeah.
Like, Guardians wasn't on the main radar.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Not until they actually started using the current lineup in the comics first, which they did first.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But then
it's interesting to see if they're going to push an Eternals comic.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't
be surprised,
because that tends to be what they do before they put them in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Hey, people, just so you know what the hell we're doing, here's who they are."
Yeah, and then another one that's been confirmed was Moon Knight.
That one stuns the hell out of me.
Yeah. So I mean, James Gunn, before he did Guardians, wrote a treatment for a Moon Knight film. Now, we do know that Guardians 3 is James Gunn's last Guardians film. He has mentioned that he's still going to be working with Marvel.
Yeah.
So let's hope, fingers crossed, he gets Moon Knight. Or at least has a hand in Moon Knight. Because I think the reason they passed on it was something along the lines of, we're not ready for that yet. Which...
all I'm saying is they have to be crazy as hurt them.
I mean, Moon Knight would be fun. Moon Knight would be a very interesting thing. Though I will kind of say that it would probably fit better in a series than a standalone film.
He'd be an amazing defender.
Yeah. I mean, you would just be able to explore the character a lot more, you know?
Yeah. He's not the kind of guy you can sum up in 2 hours.
No.
2 hours scratches the surface.
Yeah.
For me.
I mean, he has, multiple personalities.
Yeah.
He believes that, some of those personalities believe they're other heroes. Some of those personalities, like one of them is an Egyptian god, another one's a cab driver, another one's a billionaire playboy, one of them's, a mercenary. He's all over the place. It's hard to follow, which one is the real deal and which one isn't.
Any one of his personalities can hold a film.
Yeah. So I mean, what we need though is a Moon Knight versus Ultraman movie. Moon Knight v Ultraman or Wonder Man. There we go. Got to have those two face it off. For some reason, one of them yells out Martha, and they'll still do a better job than fucking DC did.
Well, I mean, they kind of have to.
I mean, it's not hard. I could probably do a better job than fucking DC did.
Fair enough.
I mean, the script was just so bad, so poorly executed. You know, it's
much like Zod,
who shouldn't have been executed to begin with.
That's why it was poor.
I mean, if you can't use the what was it, Phantom Zone or Negative Zone?
Yeah. Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Negative Zone is where Annihilus lives.
Yeah. I confused the two because both of them are like portals to other realities or some shit. So, but yeah, I mean, with either one of them, I just like you don't have access to that, which is like, all right, cool. Because Zod's not a character you kill off.
Right.
Now, arguably, I could say the same thing about Marvel and the fact that they shouldn't be killing off all the characters that they've killed off. I know, but...
Well, the great thing about the Gauntlet is it's a big-ass do-over if they wanted to do it that way.
Yep.
And for Claw, I'd be willing to let them do it without saying it's a cheap way to bring him back.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, absolutely. I would
need more Ulysses Claw.
God, Claw was fucking terrific in Black Panther. Just something about that character, just so.
Every scene he was in popped.
Yeah. Yeah, just oh god, so good, so good. But I mean, we look at what we're going into with the next Avengers film, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got basically the original Avengers back. You know, we got them. We got Ant-Man thrown into the mix because they're not gonna dissolve him. You know, considering
yeah,
Captain Marvel, which they're not gonna dissolve her. You know?
No.
So I mean, I just had a really weird thought because I mean, Ant-Man, we're pretty sure like if you go into the microverse, you can kind of avoid Thanos doing his finger snap thing. I mean, just the way it is. But Captain Marvel's an interesting one because what if she's introduced in Soul World?
Huh. Interesting.
I would not put it past Marvel to do something like that. You know, we get the Captain Marvel film, the lead up, post credits scene is her like seeing the page and just kind of fading away.
Yeah.
That's how I would play that.
It would be interesting if somehow she actually essentially defeats the power of the stones from the other side of it.
It's possible.
I'm interested in seeing how they're going to bring in Ms. Marvel because they said they're doing it. Kamala Khan is coming into the MCU.
I mean, arguably they've already laid the groundwork with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Yep. Inhumans.
So I mean, there's that. The thing is, we need the Captain Marvel film first, kind of introduce that character to know why this young woman idolizes Captain Marvel so much, and also writes tons of fan fiction about other heroes.
Well, since she's Inhuman, they could introduce her in the Inhuman show. Oh wait, no, they can't.
Yeah,
That was canceled this week.
which is amazing because I thought it was canceled after the series ran its course, the 6 episodes. I just recently tried watching that, and it's rough.
I have yet to try.
It is rough.
I might just binge it all at once.
I tried.
Like in one sitting, all at once.
I tried, and I got about an episode in, and I'm just like, oh, let me try to do a second episode. And I do the second episode, and I'm just like, nope, I can't do this. No.
Oh, not bad, huh?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so that's all there is to it. Sometime in mid-June, I'm going to have a week to myself because my roommate Emveld is pretty much heading on vacation. While he's away, I am going to binge because I'm not going to force him to watch it. This is a Ghostbusters 2016 situation. I'm going to binge watch this.
There you go.
And thus, it being a Ghostbusters 2016, I'm roping both of y'all into it so we can talk about it.
Fuck.
Oh, come on.
Inhumans was bad, though. And, I mean, so...
I love how...
What?
Todd's just like glossing over. He's like, okay, we're not going to talk about this.
Let's not talk about the Inhumans because the show was absolute shit. It really was.
So, speaking of Marvel shows, have you guys heard about Cloak and Dagger?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's
So,
fun, yeah.
I'm planning to record that. I am planning to watch that one. That one looks interesting.
It's going to be good. The comic was always good that was based off of. I mean, until the 90s came around, they did what the 90s do.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean, the thing is, for me, like, the characters of Cloak and Dagger I can respect. I just can't get into them. So, but I'll give the show a shot. You know?
Yeah. Because this is, after all, the MCU version of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would kill for an Exiles show.
I would love for another season of Agent Carter.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, that actually coincides because the latest Exiles has Peggy Carter as Captain America.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
But I mean, all in all, we can. It's just it looks like, they're still going to do some Netflix series. I mean, it's just like we're going to get more Daredevil, more Luke Cage, more Jessica Jones, more Iron Fist, more Punisher. No other properties, though, it looks like, are going to Netflix because Disney's doing their streaming service coming up.
Right.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing, like, once that streaming service kind of gets ready to go, if we start hearing about, like, oh, hey, on, the Disney streaming service, you can watch,
Great. I'm going to have to get another streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Streaming
watch-
services are turning back into cable.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I know, right?
I think that would be a good place to see, like, Exiles.
Yeah. I would love to.
I think that would also be
Crunchyroll and Funimation.
I'm a big fan of alternate universe stories. That's just the way I am. So
Yeah.
Exile scratches that itch beautifully.
Fair.
The only thing is, like, all right, so between Doctor Strange and Ant-Man, we've got to see alternate universes,
Yeah.
I know, and I want more.
which,
I mean, it opens it up. It
Yeah,
means that
I want a What If series, if any, if not Exiles.
A What If? That'd be great.
Yes.
What if Marvel Studios had the rights to use Venom in their films?
What if Marvel could have Hulk as a solo film?
I would love that.
Mm.
The problem is, since the Watcher was always the one to traditionally introduce all the what ifs, you'd have to get Stan Lee to be able to do every episode.
Stan Lee isn't the Watcher, though. He's an agent of the Watcher. That's exactly like in I want to say in Guardians.
Yep, I know.
The credit is actually agent of the Watchers, and it's Stan Lee. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So he's not a Watcher himself per se, but I think that'd be kind of interesting. There's a few of them though. I would really love to see. I mean, just off the wall series. Like, I think that a streaming service like that might be the best route for some shows that, like, if they were to bring back Agent Carter, the streaming service would be the best place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been too long, though.
I mean, for what it's worth, the series helped introduce so many different elements into the MCU because of the time period.
Okay, I'm putting something in here. I've got Twitter up because I need something for my eyes to do. Here is a tweet I just saw.
Oh, no.
It turns out it's because effectively he just learned how to post video on Twitter and he was thanking Twitter and that's somebody. And I'm like, no, you did not. Oh, no. Sorry. Just no. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's much like when I trolled people with the Mark Hamill.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, did I miss a Todd troll?
A while back.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I think I still have it saved on my computer. Yeah, I got it somewhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
I panicked when I read that tweet, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I kind of did too.
Because that looks rather final.
That does look quite a bit final.
Yeah, so yeah. And I've said there are a couple of people in this world that I am not ready for them to leave. And the fact that Stanley is 95 worries me every day about him.
Oh, absolutely.
Without him, let's face it, without him, we wouldn't have a podcast.
Oh, truth.
Half of our shit, at least, is
Found
about
it.
Marvel. Oh, yeah.
Todd.
Yep.
Todd.
1951 to 2018, alive and well.
Todd. God, I hate you.
Even though you knew I was gonna post it.
Yeah, I know.
It's still
I
it still got you in the sense of like, God damn it.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
What's amusing, of course, is that Ray puts up with both of us.
Yeah.
I do, and I don't know why.
That's actually the best kind of friendship. You know, someone's a real friend where you're like, why the fuck do I even associate with these people?
Yeah. No.
But you still do.
Oh, absolutely. I just live for death hoaxes. Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it's just
It's like, you guys are lucky I love you. Oh, gosh.
Ray, don't say that. You're gonna have people shipping us again.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's bad enough that they ship you and Ballin.
Uh-huh.
Once they start shipping like you and me, then shit's gonna get really weird.
Oh,
It's just
jeez.
like, because I've been able to avoid these ships as much as possible. So
Yeah.
Okay, the 12-year-old me just has to say, I'm not the only one who heard the word shark, folks.
Nope. You are sure not.
I'm sorry. The 12-year-old me had to bring it up.
I wasn't going to
Those of
say
you-
anything, but
Listening at
mostly
home,
because I
you
knew
didn't
Ballin.
imagine it. Yeah. I trip over words too. Everybody trips over words, folks.
Yep.
But sometimes they're a little more amusing than most. That's all I'm saying. And if you can't laugh at yourself, I will. Okay.
fucking fair.
And very, very true.
I have been extra tired this week, so if I'm a little loopy now,
Yeah, no.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'll be
fully
perfectly
understand.
honest with you. I don't think we're doing a 3-hour cast like we've been
oh,
doing as of late.
Oh, heck no. I have been
Just
yawning
mention
all
it.
night.
Yeah, we've
And that's the
been.
first we heard of it until Todd mentions that.
Oh, I've been very careful to keep it quiet.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing these super long podcasts as of late, and I enjoy doing it because it allows me to hang out with you guys and have a great
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also how I start off my podcast week. So it's just like I'm just like,
It's like getting a double order of mozzarella sticks as an appetizer. You're like, I don't know if I can go through dinner.
I don't want to go.
Oh, no, Todd, please. Todd. Why?
Because
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh, guys. Guys, please.
I am Groot.
Which really translates to dad.
Steve.
Yeah, that would just bother me that much. I mean, that one sucked, but I don't know. Like, at this point, it's just kind of like par for the course for those two. Like,
Yeah, fair.
like.
But what about
it's always the second time Steve had to watch Bucky die while reaching out for him.
At this point, I just feel like there's got to be some part of Steve's mind that's just going fucking typical. Like,
yeah? But what about Falcon?
I don't know.
Like nobody gave a shit that he disappeared.
I know, right? You'll know nobody even gave him a second glance, not even Cap. It's just like, but
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I mean, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this specific topic because people were all upset that Black Panther T'Challa disappeared, right?
Yeah.
And they like to
more
champion
so
him
than-
as the first black superhero in the MCU. Meanwhile, Falcon's over there just like, really,
Yeah.
son?
Like,
And War Machine's like, really? I'm standing right here, guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't even the first War Machine. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, it's just fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
Luke Cage is like, sweet Christmas. Fucking really?
yeah. And then you got Blade hanging out. He's just like, when's my time? Like,
Well, he's pre-MCU, so he doesn't count.
oh, I know.
Mm.
Oh, I know.
I mean, if we could try and count all the heroes that came before the MCU, but let's face it, factoring in characters like Blade would be very taxing.
Yeah. So, with the next Infinity War, obviously we're going to see a lot of characters and whatnot because they got to tie everything together. We're going to get Hawkeye, which everybody's excited about.
Yeah.
Which is, again, like you said last time, is really bizarre, but also it makes me ridiculously happy. I love Hawkeye.
I really hope we don't get Hawkeye.
I will cry. I want Clint.
Well, I mean, we'll get Clint. I just hope that like it starts off with him as Hawk Guy, where he's sitting there on his couch. He's just like, I'm on house arrest, babe. Sorry, I can't go to the grocery store and pick up the kids.
No,
Sorry.
I want to see a Hawkeye movie where he passes the torch on to Kate Hudson because he can't leave the house.
Okay,
That's
fair.
what I want. That's what
Fair.
I want. That's
Fair.
how you bring Kate into the MCU.
He's under house
Fair.
arrest, and he's like, I can't leave the house. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Avengers call
Okay.
him, and they're just like, Clint, we need you. We need you with all 11
What?
arrows you have. And he's just like, sorry, I can't. Don't want to break
So
the
they
law.
get the intern to do it.
But yeah, I mean, if we don't get a scene of Clint in like sweatpants, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need that. So the only
With Lucky.
workaround for that is if we get Ronin,
Yeah.
which I would be even happier about. I'd be happier about that than just getting, Clint as Hawkeye,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got that.
I don't remember who Ronan is.
It's another identity he used.
Okay.
Basically, during the whole Civil War mess.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you get. I would love to see that. I would love for them to bring in like new characters we've never seen before either. And I'm not talking about Captain Marvel. I'm talking about like, in Soul World, like there's all these characters that are there. Like that's where we get our like 60 plus heroes on scene in one scene.
We all know how much you want the totally awesome Hulk.
No, I don't. We know you really want to see Carnage in there.
This would be a way to bring Ghost Rider in, actually.
It would be.
This would be his thing,
Yeah, I mean it'd be great to bring in Ghost Rider. It would be great to. I mean, I would even be fine, and you're gonna fucking hate me for this, Ballin. I'd be fine if they brought in Robbie Reyes.
I'd be fine if they showed him disintegrating.
I would be. So what if he's in Soul World? That means that he disintegrated, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be fine if he was there in Soul World.
What I want as Ghost Rider for the MCU for the movies, because let's face it, nobody from the television side of things is coming into the movies. That's not happening. The fact that Robbie Reyes was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. means we are never going to see him on the big screen.
That is not necessarily true.
But who I would like to see is Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider nobody fucking talks about.
I mean, arguably, so when I say that it's not necessarily true that we don't see TV characters in the films.
Mm-hmm.
He only did like half a season, He only did like half a season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So bringing him in, like he's not locked into like filming. So they can work him in.
Mostly, the reason why you don't see the characters from the TV side in the movies is they just seem to have a brick wall between the two sides. It's like Coulson crossed over, got on the TV show, and he's never been mentioned again.
Well, it's because they still think he's dead.
I mean, nobody mentions him. And nobody from the TV... Basically, they wanted to actually... some of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., especially Chloe Bennett as Quake, wanted to be in the movies and was emphatically told no.
I would have loved to see Quake in.
Oh God, yes.
That would have been cool.
Seeing her trying to fight off Thanos would have been awesome.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool.
I mean, arguably, I want to say something, but I'm going to have to be very careful about how I say this because Ray has not caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Do I need to mute myself or
No,
deafen myself?
I'll talk around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing that very awesome costume
Yes. God,
against
yes.
Thanos would be terrific.
God, yes. Especially with that much power. And I gotta be honest, it would be kind of nice to see what Thanos would do.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That would be nice.
I mean,
Man, I really need to see the new season.
Yeah, you do.
the season finale airs this Friday, by the way.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay.
Netflix Plus.
Yeah, episode 22.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm completely caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's honestly, this season's been their best season yet.
I disagree. I think that was last season, but I have to admit this has been a really
Last season
good
had good parts to it.
This season wasn't 100% either, honestly, but you know,
Well,
certain aspects of it, certain characters, I got tired of.
I'll give you that. But you know what I'm referring to is this whole season, unlike the other seasons,
Mm-hmm.
this is one cohesive story, as opposed to last season where it's just like, oh, we have this first part with the Ghost Rider, and then that leads into the next story, which is about the LMDs and the framework, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this season is all one story. And the only other time they've done that is the first season. Everything else has been kind of broken up into, like, you have the first part of the season story, you have the second part of the season story, maybe you got a story in between.
I think the main reason for that is because it's been broken up into 2 half seasons with something sandwiched in between every single year, and they don't want to have a whole cliffhanger in between.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think what it is they haven't treated it like it's been 5 seasons. They've treated it like it's been 10 half seasons.
Yeah, and this has just been one long season.
Right.
Which I'm fine with.
Oh, so am I. I love it.
I'm absolutely fine with it. I mean, arguably, the first season we had, the first half of it was really dull. It was just, I mean, it was good.
I liked it. I mean, I know I'm alone in that, and I liked it, but I'm fine with that. I liked it.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but it was rough. It was very rough.
Okay, every series first season is rough.
Yeah, but they were able to right that ship right around that Captain America crossover, though.
Yeah.
And at that
There's
point,
only one show I can think of in which the second season wasn't better than the first.
Firefly?
And that, yeah. Firefly.
Too soon.
I'm joking.
It's been like a decade.
Too soon.
Yeah.
It will always be too soon.
But I'm kind of joking anyway. The second season of Next Gen was just as shit as the first.
It really didn't take off until the third season, so.
No, it didn't. No.
But yeah, I mean, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and what they've done this season, between the new characters, between the antics of the agents and the antagonists, and all the other shit going on, I haven't felt bored watching it.
Oh, agreed. Again, I've gotten sick of a couple of elements, but that tends to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly because actually the antagonists were so good at being horrible.
Yeah. But then, I mean, we look back and we had perennial antagonist Ward.
Yeah.
Which was terrific.
Yep.
I say what you will about him. I think that.
And Gray will.
I know. Once he was like, by the way, guys, I've been fucking playing you guys this entire time. I'm actually Hydra.
Yeah.
Lols.
He turned awesome at that point.
Yeah, he did.
He went from being beige on beige, dull, to actually having life in him.
Yeah. To being gold on green. You know?
Yep. I mean, let's face it. Grant Ward, before being revealed to be Hydra, was essentially the equivalent of a slice of pre-wrapped Kraft American cheese on 2 slices of white bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Post Hydra Ward would be like unwrapping that cheese and finding out that it's like a good Gruyere or something like that. And you're like, what? Oh, this is going to be delicious. And that's how I felt about it, you know?
He just got a lot better because he actually was interesting after that.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like they purposely made him very uninteresting in the first half of the season.
Definitely. They wanted you to underestimate him.
Yeah.
And then he just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And I got sick of him.
That's his superpower. That's his secret. He's always returning.
But yeah, it just...
I hate Grant Ward.
I used to love him.
So much. So sick of his face.
I would have loved if they had brought back Mr. Hyde.
Oh, God, yes. Kyle MacLachlan just has this ability to add bizarre quirkiness to every role he does.
Yeah.
If they use this Thanos thing to find as a way to bring Grant Ward back into the series, I am so done.
Oh,
I am just
God,
so done. I'm gonna quit watching. Straight up, just gonna quit.
Well, I will.
6th season, Agents of Ward.
I'm done. Just done. Like, no.
I will say something, and this isn't so much a spoiler as it is. I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. At this point in the season, and now they just aired the second to last episode for the season.
Yeah, next season is last.
They just hit the point where Infinity War starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just...
anything can happen.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if anybody goes away.
Yeah.
I've actually got at least a couple of people who I'd like to see go away, and they're not even the antagonists.
Nope, I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Would this... would this happen to be a award?
No, I'm going to say it's a member of the agents proper. It's not an antagonist, even though an occasional antagonist, but it's someone who, by the way they've been acting and talking, has gotten very, like, almost sanctimonious.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to avoid even pronouns here. But
I just messaged you a picture, so it's not him.
I mean, Fallon was trying to avoid pronouns even.
But okay, I'm gonna send 2 names, just so we're on the same page.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep. And then the one I put in would be a third on that.
That would be okay. I wouldn't mind. But that one has gotten a little more interesting. So there's
Well, I mean, it's been a lot more interesting since the discovery of Zima. So
and that was where I discovered Zima's still around.
yeah, right.
Zima's like the Inhumans. You're like, what? They haven't canceled that yet?
Yup. Fucking A.
I mean, I literally did not know it still existed. I thought that went away in the 90s.
They brought it back a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Nice to know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was
Why?
just
It was the Crystal Pepsi of alcohol. What the hell?
that's exactly why it came back. Because it was the Crystal
Nobody
Pepsi
even
of
want-
alcohol.
But nobody wanted the Crystal Pepsi of Pepsi.
As somebody that worked in a convenience store when Crystal Pepsi came back on the shelves, we sold cases of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. For nostalgia's sake, I'd have one. I was around the first time, and while I didn't hate it, it wasn't special.
Oh, it was absolutely horrible.
No, I liked the taste of it, but it wasn't anything special. But the second time around, you don't even have nostalgia for most of the people who would be drinking it. Now it's just hipsters being ironic.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much exactly
most
what
of it
is.
was self-proclaimed 90s kids.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like I just said.
Yeah.
Well,
Hipsters.
I'm a 90s kid. Really? When were you born? 1998? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're a 2000s kid. And I could actually even say a 2010s kid if you want to get...
You weren't even alive when the original run happened. How can you be nostalgic for it? It's not like a film you watched growing up, you know, where it's just like,
Yeah.
I remember watching this with my, like some of the older Spielberg films, you know,
Mhm.
like the Indiana Jones films, even like Star Wars and stuff like that. I can look back at that and I could say, I can be nostalgic about these because I remember watching them as a child.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was alive when Crystal Pepsi first came out, but I wasn't old enough to drink it.
I mean, you technically were, but
Yeah.
Well,
it's not
I mean, okay.
alcohol. There's no age limit.
Well, no, but if
sorry,
if
you need to be
parents said-
23 in order to drink Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. It came out. It was in 92, 93. So I mean, if you're giving a 2 or 3-year-old soda,
You live in America.
Yeah.
well, that's fair enough. But I mean,
Let's be perfectly honest here.
still, that's like
Just
that's
remember,
like a death wish.
just
for
remember, up
parents.
until the late 80s, it was acceptable to rub rum or whiskey on your child's
true.
gums.
That's true. That is
Because
true.
it kept them nice and quiet.
It did,
Mhm.
didn't it?
Because they were fucking drunk.
Not complaining about your teeth anymore, are you?
You're not even yeah, because they can taste colors now. So let me just say, as someone who does get easily nostalgic, I'm ridiculously happy that Pepsi's back in the retro look. There's just something about that look, the white with that logo. That was their perfect. That was the pinnacle of their look.
I mean, I get that. I really do. And growing up, I did, you know, in my preteen years and even my early teens, I drank Pepsi. It was a thing, you know, Pepsi, whatever.
Mhm.
I hit like 18 and then Pepsi just for some reason, I guess it's my taste buds, were just like, this shit is too fucking sweet.
It is very much weird. The thing is, Coke has more citric acid than Pepsi.
It does.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's why I love that look. When I was in elementary school, coming home from school, this is late elementary school, but elementary school nonetheless. On the way home, I would hit a grocery store that pretty much they knew our family, and more or less they had a tab set. My mom could pay it pretty much once a week and everything, and she grew to regret that because of this. But because every day I'd get a Pepsi on the way home. 16-ounce glass bottle, foam paper, metal bottle cap, that white with that blue, that logo that you currently see in the store, that was my Pepsi. Once a day, every day on the way home from school. And because it's like, okay, it's virtually the only good memory I have of school. So take that as you go.
I mean, fair.
But it is just, if I could get that exact bottle and everything back, I probably wouldn't give a shit about my sugar levels. So Pepsi Company, if you're looking to kill me, here's how you do it.
It didn't look
Pepsi
like this,
Company,
did
please
it?
don't.
No.
Okay, because that's a Mexican Pepsi with pure sugar. And that's only a 12 ounce.
No, actually, now I'm Googling and searching. Oh, hey, look, I found it. Thank you, Google, because, let's face it, you can always find anything you're looking for on the internet because nothing goes away.
It's fair.
Oh, fuck. And then you find out it's on Pinterest.
Oh, good luck.
Okay, I managed to. Here.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My God, just
the one with the screw top. Gotcha.
yeah, the metal screw top bottle cap. Yep.
Because I don't even remember those. I remember it being the you need a bottle opener for them.
Yeah. The thing I loved about that is there was just something about that foam paper which I could not resist slowly peeling it off the bottle. Because it peeled off. It wasn't well, as I said, it was like a foam rather than an actual paper or plastic.
Okay.
Looks like this one somebody started doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody can resist that shit. Frankly, I don't know how they got the picture I showed without somebody starting to peel it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my nostalgia trip right there.
Yeah. What?
What?
I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
That's a 2-liter bottle.
2-liter glass.
Wow. That's just asking for a lawsuit.
Oh, my.
Nothing larger than 20 ounces should come in glass when it comes to soda. I'm sorry.
Honestly, yeah.
Because you're going to have kids handling it.
Mm-hmm.
And looking through these images made me think, everybody remember 3 liters?
Yep.
What the hell were they thinking? 2 liters you can't drink before they go flat.
I mean,
you didn't.
You could.
I think you're underestimating how quick Pepsi goes flat.
Well,
my soda intake, though, man.
I mean, that's very fair on both counts.
Of course, granted, my 2 liters were usually Dr. Pepper. I don't think Dr. Pepper goes flat quite as fast as Pepsi, but I mean, I would go through a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper like in a day.
Yeah, fair.
Pretty dang quick, man.
I can
like, oh gosh, it was bad.
As somebody who, like, when they drink soda now, pretty much just drinks a 2-liter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 liters, I mean, for me, they don't last as long.
Mm-hmm.
But they also don't go flat as quick as I remember them either.
Yeah, Pepsi does, though. Every once in a while, we'll have like a Mountain Dew. That shit goes flat if you look at it wrong.
Yeah,
Fair.
no shit. The only one that hasn't done that to me has been the Mountain Dew Ice. The clear Mountain Dew, which is actually pretty decent. It's almost got like a Sierra Mist / Sprite kick to it, as opposed to like more of a overpowering punch in the gut Mountain Dew.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had Mountain Dew in a while.
I mean, I've had Diet Mountain Dew.
I haven't had soda in a little. That's fun.
Yeah, I've been cutting back the last few weeks, so
I've been drinking this magical liquid called water.
I know, right? Well, so I'm on a new medication, courtesy of my doctor, to help with the massive migraines I've been having lately, and it makes carbonated beverages taste weird.
Gotcha.
So it's been really helping with the whole cutting back on soda thing.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Because soda just tastes weird now. It just doesn't taste right anymore.
I mean, I've literally got a 1.25 liter of Coke Zero sitting right here. So,
Well,
you know what?
Yeah.
I will say that the 1.25 bottles are like a godsend.
mhm.
they're the perfect size for casual drinking.
Yeah.
Well, I should say they're the perfect upper limit size for casual drinking.
Yeah. I remember growing up going to, and you mentioned going to like the store on the way home from school and stuff like that.
Yep.
I remember going to one of my grandparents' houses, and they had a little deli pretty close by. So we'd go over to that deli. You know, she would my grandmother would pick up cold cuts and stuff like that. You know, and while we were there, she'd be like, "Oh, go get yourself a soda," and you had the cans, and then you had the 1 liter bottles. The what were the big slams? That's what they were called.
Yeah. Yep, I remember those.
Yeah, because they had the fucking wide mouth
Yeah.
bottles, which were great for road trips, by the way. But yeah, it was just. I mean, it's more soda than you should have had at that age.
Oh God, yes. You were entering the Speed Force at that point.
But yeah, I mean, it would just you would get the big slam, and it was just like, I was just like, well, I know what I'm doing today, you know?
Yeah.
Not sitting down.
Yeah.
Well, I've been intaking caffeine for like most of my life.
Oh yeah, same. Oh, same. Absolutely.
So to be like, oh well, drinking all that Mountain Dew would be a bad thing. Like,
It is not the caffeine; it's the sugar
Yeah.
that I'm most concerned with.
I mean, I wasn't one of those rambunctious kids anyway, so that was a thing.
But no, like as a kid, you know, having consumed that, like now, you know, you sit here and you're like, no, my body has become used to it. Like, and honestly, probably one of the reasons that I'm yawning so much lately is my body has gotten so used to the mass amounts of soda that I used to consume, and now I'm not. You know, the past 3 weeks, I have not been drinking nearly the amount of soda that I used to drink. And my body is just like, where is the energy that we used to survive off of?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I actually have an interesting take on that, where it's we have the same amount of energy as we always have. It's just that
You
there's
have to power a much larger body.
Exactly. So we need to kind of find ways to supplement that initial energy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that what I was using to energize, as in like the soda that I was using to energize my body,
it's gone.
and I'm attempting to replace that with water.
Which doesn't provide anything, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, you could. Have you tried? Are you a tea drinker?
Yes, I do drink tea.
Okay.
So,
Because I would say something like that might help.
Yeah,
Do you drink herbal teas or regular black tea?
I drink both. I haven't had any like today. I drink. So here's the thing. I have coffee in the morning, and then I drink water throughout the day while I'm at work because I have very easy access to water.
I mean, you work at a pool place.
I work in a pool place.
I mean, they got a big thing without back. Just drink all
Right. People bring in water to be tested all day. Granted, it tastes weird because it's got like chlorine and junk in it.
Yeah. Well, that's good for cleaning out the system.
Exactly.
People at home don't do this.
No, don't. I don't actually do this either.
Don't do this.
No, I probably see the only thing is that my family is also on a diet, and apparently coffee takes does not count for calories.
No, regular coffee by itself has no calories.
Yeah. Supposedly tea does?
Yeah.
Very little, but yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I have to figure it out, and I have to do math. I hate math, so I haven't been drinking tea. Is basically what it sums down to. Is I haven't been having any of my tea, because I'm just like, I don't want to calculate the calories for my tea, even though I don't put cream or sugar or any. I drink. So I put a little bit of creamer into my coffee, which does have calories.
Yes, it does.
But it's only got 15 calories because I get the sugar-free creamer. And I don't Pepsi-free. You need to pay for that. Sorry.
And now we've come to the part that Storms is going to love for a second.
The Back to the Future joke, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They get a Pepsi free.
If you want a Pepsi can, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I don't put anything in my tea. I put creamer in my coffee, but I don't put anything in my tea unless I'm not feeling good, and then I'll sometimes put in a little bit of honey, if I have a sore throat or something.
Yeah, if you put creamer in tea, I'm pretty sure that's a violation of the Geneva Convention in most for the most part.
Well, my mom puts half and half in her tea or whatever.
No, I'm talking about powdered creamer.
Oh yeah,
fuck that.
But no, I don't put milk or half and half or anything in my tea.
Yeah,
I make my tea straight.
It depends on the tea. In my case, if I'm having a good Earl Grey, I'll have it by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But if on some of the other teas, there was if it's a breakfast tea, I gotta kind of have a little bit of cream or something in there.
See, I will drink a breakfast tea with just sweetener or an Earl Grey or an herbal. So yeah.
Well, see, and the thing is I don't use a sweetener though either.
Yeah. Now
I do, but
I'll do yeah. So I'll drink the tea straight, but then occasionally, if I'm feeling treating myself, I'll make myself a London Fog, which is Earl Grey tea brewed with brewed really strong, but you use half the water, but you leave it in there for twice the time, and then you warm milk,
Mhm.
and foam the milk, like with a whisk or whatever, and mix in a bit of honey. I like putting a little bit of vanilla into the milk, and then just a little bit of cinnamon, and pour the foamed milk over the tea. And oh my gosh, it's so good. So good.
Okay, I'm just going to say that sounds disgusting to me. I'll show you.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. I was listening and going, there, past putting water in, there is not a single part of that that's appealing to me.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, in my case, I can understand people that drink that.
Mhm.
I know it's not for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna tea shame people.
No. Oh, it's also really nice when you can do like a lavender Earl Grey. Yes.
That just sounds good.
Yes. Not
For
when
the
you have my mom
reference-
around because she's allergic to lavender, but a lavender Earl Grey is really good.
For reference, I'm no stranger to eating or drinking stuff that most people consider weird. As a kid, I used to drink soda mixed with milk.
Okay, interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Todd's reaction is more common. By the way.
Yeah, that was the reaction I was expecting Ray to give, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, here's
it's
the
not
thing. I
technically
haven't tried
disgusting.
it, so I can't gag.
I mean, I think it's up there with pickles and milk.
Yeah.
There we
Pizza
go.
mayonnaise.
Now that I've tried, see, here's the thing. Here's the problem: is if I haven't tried it, I have no frame of reference.
Scrapple.
Here,
Scrapple?
I know I've talked about Scrapple with you.
Yeah, you
This is
have.
a local thing. And it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Okay.
And I probably have blocked it from my memories because it probably does sound like legitimately disgusting.
No, it's not disgusting, actually. It's just most people hear about how it's made and forget they eat this shit all the time anyway, just not prepared the same way. So you take the parts of a pig that you make into sausage and hot dogs, right?
Oh, see, now, and here's the thing. I hate hot dogs.
It's closer to sausage, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, it's pretty much the stuff that they can't sell on its own. Instead of putting it into a casing, they make it into a loaf using, grains and everything, and then it's fried up till it's crispy. And I'm gonna image search for you because I feel a need to show you Scrapple.
Okay. And when you say it's more similar to sausage, then I'm more willing to give it a try. I hate hot dogs with like a passion.
That actually is not a good picture of Scrapple, in my opinion.
Looks like an omelet.
That's the egg, Ray.
No, I can see the egg, but it looks like a fried egg and then like an omelet next to it.
That's raw, though. Nothing looks good raw.
I was gonna say, yeah, nothing looks particularly tasty raw.
Oh,
It's like,
I mean, if you see,
kind of looks like
meatloaf when it's raw,
spam.
This.
Oh, that looks appetizing. I could eat
Yeah,
that.
or that.
Remember
I mean,
November
it's
9th?
kind of blocky, but I could eat that.
Well, yeah, it's like meatloaf, honestly, but it's made from pork and everything. It's a really good thing. It's local to this kind of area because it comes from the Pennsylvania Dutch, basically.
I could eat that. Yeah, I would give it a try.
Because the Pennsylvania Dutch are big fans of not wasting anything.
Makes sense. I would give it a try.
It's good.
Honestly, if there's something that would not set my Crohn's, I would be willing. You know, I'm pretty much one of those people that's like willing to give anything a shot. Like,
if you get up this area, I'm taking you to a local diner, and we are going to have Scrapple.
Awesome, sounds good.
It's a little spicy, and I don't mean like hot spicy. I mean spiced. You know?
Spiced. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good though.
Well, you can also check to see if you could just get it from Rappa.
Yeah.
They do the original. They do a hot and spicy. They do a bacon. The Greensboro, which is a beef one. A turkey, a regular beef. So there's a few
Interesting.
different varieties of Scrapple that you can get.
Yep.
Interesting.
I've seen Chipotle Scrapple. I'm not big on Chipotle as a flavor myself.
Okay, so I just kind of looked at this and almost gagged. Because it said, pick your favorite Scrapple topping. Mustard, ketchup, mayo,
Mustard.
maple syrup, grape jelly.
These are people who have gone to too many diners and had their breakfast just smushed together on the plate.
Oh, but wait, do you guys not do syrup on your sausage or
Oh, no.
jelly on your sausage?
I do.
Hell no.
I'll do syrup
Oh, it's
on it.
so good.
No, it's not. I've had it.
I love it though. It's so yummy.
So it depends on the sausage.
Fair.
Because
That's fair.
some sausage it works with and others it does not. And it's also
That is fair.
it's also not me directly pouring it on top of the sausage. It's the
Dipping the sausage into the leftover syrup or the leftover.
I've had some maple sausage that's been okay.
Okay, yeah.
But I suspect that's because they found the perfect ratio and there's no screwing it with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say the ketchup on Scrapple is very good.
I'm not a huge ketchup fan in general,
No, that's
but I'd
fine.
be willing to give it a shot.
Well, the Scrapple's good by
mustard,
itself.
no. I hate mustard.
No. Mustard overpowers whatever it's on. That's why people put it on hot dogs.
Yeah. Mustard is one of those things I'm not willing to no.
I don't blame you.
I don't like
ooh,
mustard.
Scrapple fries. Scrapple breakfast burritos. Apple Scrapple waffles.
Okay, y'all are going too far with this shit.
That was apparently the Apple Scrapple waffles were apparently a contest winner,
Interesting.
as was the black bean and hot and spicy Scrapple wrap, and the Apple Scrapple pies.
Okay, Scrapple just doesn't belong in a pie. Unless it's like a pot pie kind of thing. No, that's just a challenge. I'm not even going to go there.
Scrapple cornbread stuffing.
I generally don't like cornbread, so.
I like cornbread.
But, however, I will say that regular stuffing, the stuffing I make with turkey every year, I do put sausage into. So I could see Scrapple being in there instead.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely see that. Biscuits and Scrapple gravy. I could see that being a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically making a sausage gravy, but
right, exactly.
with Scrapple instead.
Anything you could put breakfast sausage in, Scrapple would work pretty well.
Scrapple breakfast
Makes sense.
pizza.
Ooh.
That sounds interesting.
Well, you would think so.
Okay. Well then.
I love the way you said that.
This is just turning
That's the ingredients.
Oh, fuck, that's just from the first thing.
What?
The maple syrup.
the maple syrup.
Yep.
No. No.
It's for breakfast.
Why?
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'd eat it. I'd try it.
I'm surprised the crust isn't just pancakes at that point.
Although, I'll be honest. It probably would be better with like breakfast gravy, like what you do with biscuits and gravy.
Okay, maple syrup does not belong in the same thing as scallions. That's just all there is to it.
No. I got to the bottom, and that's where I'm like, I don't know about that.
It can be sweet or it can be oniony. It cannot be both.
Yeah, no, that's a little much. Like I said, I would do like a gravy, like what you do with biscuits and gravy, like a white breakfast gravy.
I would probably go with the Scrapple breakfast burritos instead.
Putting maple syrup in something with onions is like caramel coating an onion. And Todd knows what I'm talking about with that.
I know what you're talking about with that too.
Yeah. I kind of blanked out for a second.
I said putting maple syrup in something with scallions is like caramel coating an onion. Yeah. For everyone out there, that is your perfect Halloween prank. You're welcome.
That's a terrible Halloween prank. Don't do that. Everyone will hate you.
No,
We have
everyone
to-
who eats it will hate you.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it up.
Okay, avocado. Thankfully, they marked it as optional.
Same thing with jalapenos. Though,
Yeah.
So
Because the avocado, I'd have to say, screw you.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of
I love
avocado because they taste like nasty feet.
So I would get rid of the jalapeno and I would use avocado.
See, and
And
I
would
would.
go the exact opposite way.
Yeah, well, I also probably wouldn't use the picante sauce.
I also wouldn't use the picante sauce. I would probably use a better salsa.
Oh God, a nice, hot and thick and chunky salsa would be perfect.
Yeah,
I would
maybe
use a peach salsa because it's about the only salsa that I can actually stomach without getting ill.
Mm.
Yeah, folks, this is the internet where everything turns to food at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't done something like this a lot sooner.
I would probably go with, in place of the picante, I would go with probably something more along the lines of this.
Oh, oof.
I mean, I'd have to try it because I have to admit I don't have a lot of access to really hot things right now.
Okay,
My colon is burning just looking at it.
So here's the thing, like Carolina Reaper, it's it's the second hottest pepper in the world right now. Smokin' Ed, the guy who produces the Carolina Reaper, actually just submitted maybe about 3-4 months ago a new pepper that is even hotter than the Carolina Reaper, which is interesting. So there's that. But the thing is with Carolina Reaper is it sneaks up on you.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of hot sauce.
So like around here they have Moe's Southwest you can go to, and they have the salsa bar. On the salsa bar, at least by me, they have the Carolina Reaper salsa you can get for your chips. The idiot I am, I wasn't paying attention to which...
Oh, I love where this is going already.
The idiot I am. So the way they're laid out, I mean, there's little signs in between them and stuff. So I look at the wrong sign and go, oh, so it's this one here, which was, I believe, their Four Horsemen salsa. I'm gonna go and look at, see if I can find out their salsas real quick. Yeah, they have their Kaiser, their avocado, which is fuck you. Tomatillo.
Sounds like something I would eat.
Uh,
Probably the only one that I would.
They have one with ghost pepper.
Oh.
And then El Guapo, which is a mild heat. But then there's also other ones that like you get, they don't have listed because they're kind of seasonal. And the Carolina Reaper one was one of them. So I go and I load up my thing with a little cup with salsa. Actually, a couple little cups with salsa. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating the chips, waiting on my food to come out. And I already got my food. So I'm eating the chips, like going, all right, so this isn't going to be bad. And all of a sudden I'm just like, why is my mouth on fire? I had already eaten like half of the salsa.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, it just kind of creeped up and I started tearing. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of hot. This is terrific. And yeah, so Carolina Reaper, it's nothing to really like joke around with.
Yeah.
But it is pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Also, little fun fact, and I learned this by watching Alton Brown eat hot wings.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to eating hot food, don't drink milk. Drink half and half. Because what you want to do is the fats from the milk coat your taste buds, which help soothe that burning taste.
Ah,
You don't get a lot of that from milk, but with half and half, it does the trick.
or heavy cream.
Interesting.
Yep. Good old Alton Brown.
Interesting.
Yep.
I love Alton Brown.
Yep.
That
Because
goes back to
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Goes, at least for me, it goes back to Good Eats.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Where we teach scientific, the science behind cooking.
Yeah.
It's terrific. But yeah, I think we've done a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've never been hungry, which is awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a good episode. Definitely a good episode. We'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with us for another episode of Pod Errors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new design. I sprinkled some hints in through the episode on what we are announcing. If you guys were paying attention, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, find out on Gimmick Bag Friday. We'll have all the details on that. But do you guys want to add anything in there before we wrap up completely?
Just pay attention out there for games coming up. MechWarrior 5, City of Titans, and I'm still saying, City of Titans. You guys need alpha testers. Yep.
Keep an ear out for Comfy Corner. Hopefully that'll be coming around soon. If you're interested in books and listening to people read them out loud, because hopefully that will be premiering on the Precipice Podcast Network here shortly.
Soon TM.
Soon TM.
Think of it like an audiobook.
Yeah.
Legitimately is. You'll also be able to catch the when that does happen, you'll be able to catch the video of it as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, that'll be on YouTube.
Yep. It'll be on YouTube.
Not on Twitch because Twitch.
Because Twitch has specific rules. But it will be on YouTube. It will be linked. It'll be on Ray's page, but it'll also be linked on the Precipice Podcast page on YouTube. So if the link is in the description or the show notes for that channel, you're on the Twitch page. We're in the middle of a redesign. There is a YouTube button you can click. It'll take you right to the Precipice Podcast Network YouTube page as well. While we're getting the last of this out, let's do the little bit for Loot Crate, because Loot Crate is an amazing service. It's like Comic-Con in a box. You get a bunch of different items every month, depending on the crate you get. Now, from my understanding, I know they're doing the Loot Fright crate, which debuts in October. It's going to be a new horror-themed crate, which is going to be really cool. I've heard something about them doing a Deadpool crate as well, which would be kind of interesting.
For it.
So that'll be really cool. So if you guys want to get in on Loot Crate, link in the description, sign up. You can cancel at any time. It is an amazing service. Pick the crate you like, or whatever is fitting to you. Do you like Sanrio stuff? They got it. You like Marvel stuff? They got it. Especially now that the Collectors Club is done. So there's that as well. You like the regular Loot Crate? Cool. You want Loot Pets, Loot Wear, any of that? They got all that for you. Sign up. No obligation to continue subscription, but of course, every little bit does help here at the Precipice Podcast Network. Until next time, guys, just remember, we'll see you next time. Because I forgot what I was going to fucking say.
Later.
And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Later.
Later.